Alright, so, are organisms independent? Are they impacted by other organisms around them? Or abiotic factors? Or are they just their own separate entities, without contact with anything else? Eric?
They're impacted by their environment and other life forms around them.
Alright, what kind of impact do you think it might be had from other organisms?
There's a predator-prey relationship.
Okay, that's good. I see you've had some experience in the class before. Alright, but yeah, they definitely are influenced by both biotic and abiotic factors. This subject, interdependence. You can see here, interaction between organisms of the same species and different species. Alright, so it's not just among different ones or within the same. How might you guys rephrase this in your own words? Katie, what does this mean to you? Just explain it to a 5-year-old. What is this? How would you explain it to them?
That organisms.
What's an organism?
An animal or a plant. Something alive.
Something alive. So not just animals and plants.
That depends on other living things.
Okay. Alright. Well, as Eric alluded to, there's a number of different ways in which this works. Start off with predation. One organism kills another for food. You've all seen this: a lion taking down a wildebeest, something like that. Parasitism. One organism benefits from another that is consequently harmed, basically leeching off of something to benefit yourself, but cause some harm to the other organism. Competition. More than one organism are struggling against each other for the same thing, whether it's food, land, that kind of thing. Commensalism. This is very rare in nature to find true commensalism, because one organism benefits and the other one has no effect, which is there's going to be some slight positive or negative effect, but it's very rare to find that truly occurring. And mutualism, both organisms benefit from each other. Alright, so let's just look at the simple positive and negative effects on two organisms involved. So in predation, for the two organisms, would it be, who can tell me what's happening to both of them?
One's going to benefit and the other one is not benefiting.
Alright, how do you know this?
Because predation means one eats the other, so the eaten one would be negative.
Right. Alright. Hannah, so your hand up. Can you explain to me how parasites work?
In parasites, it would be the same as predation, because one of them is getting something out of the relationship and it has to harm the other one to do that.
So how can we differentiate between these two then, if one is hurting the other for their own gain? How can we as scientists distinguish between the two? Teresa?
I'm not positive, but predation is the intentional killing of the other organism, but with parasitism they don't necessarily kill them, but they can cause harm to them.
Why would the parasite not want to just kill it?
Because then they would no longer be able to survive themselves.
Aha. The parasite depends on its host to not just eat that meal, but to live on there for potentially its entire life cycle. So the big ways you can distinguish, oftentimes relative sizes, like if you have something microscopic and an elephant, you can assume that the microscopic thing of a parasite is not going to eat the elephant whole. And another is that predation, you didn't have to kill it unless you're going to, I guess theoretically you could bite a chunk out of something's leg and survives, but realistically your aim is to kill it, get all the nutrients you can, and then move on. You're going to need to find something the next day or whenever you eat again.
I have a question.
Yes?
So if you have an E. coli, which is really tiny organism, so then you get attacked by it, then you get sick from it and you eventually die, would that be predation or parasitism?
That would be a parasite, but just because they're different in relative sizes, that they're classified that way. But what happens to E. coli once it kills its host?
Keeps living.
It'll die. Well, it'll stay alive for a little while, but it needs to quickly get transmitted to another host organism. Otherwise, it dies with it. Competition. What kind of positive, negative, or no effects are happening on the two organisms involved here? Eric, what do you think is happening?
Well, if you have two animals going for the same food source, then there's competition there, and one animal benefits, one organism benefits than the other organism.
So you're saying one benefits and the other doesn't?
Right.
Alright. Now this could very well be the case in, say you have two bears both in the stream, well one bear is catching all the salmon, the other not. He's benefiting because he's better, but by the same token, that bear would still have an even easier time if there was no one else in the way. He can stand anywhere in the stream he wants. There's no competition for those fish. So competition actually hurts both. Alright? Now if you remember in one of your other classes, Dr. Jones, where you pretended to be bears, you realized there was enough food to sustain something like eight bears for the entire winter, but with 12, 13 of us, only one bear would survive. The negative effects add up on each other. Alright, commensalism. That's just kind of there in the definition that one benefits and the other just no effects. So who can explain to me how mutualism might work? Teresa?
Like nitrogen fixing bacteria on the roots of plants. They can fix nitrogen from the air that the plant can use, and the bacteria actually has a host or cells that they can invade so that they can do.
So you're telling me that bacteria is not just necessarily bad and isn't just going to make you sick, it can be beneficial?
Some of them.
That's a wild theory. But it's true. So don't take the sarcasm for it not being the case. Alright? So are all of these effects that they have intentional? Like, are the animals aware of... Actually, another question. Is it all animals getting in this? Or can it be plants, or fungi, bacteria? It could be any living organism. Right? But, so are they fully conscious of the effects they're having on the other organism or species?
We don't think so.
I don't think so.
Most organisms are only concerned about themselves.
Right, and that they have to do things, but because they've done it over time, so almost all the organisms of that species do it, and then all the organisms of other species are used to that happening, so just kind of accept it, but no, they often aren't aware of it. Obviously, a predator knows it just took something down and killed it and ate it. But if you have mutualism, like you said with the nitrogen-fixing bacteria, they're just sucking out nutrients from the plant, and the plant's taking the nutrients from the soil that's just purified. I mean, they have to be together and symbiotic to coexist, but they don't know that they're helping the other one. It's just, well, I found something that works for me, it works for you. Let's hang out for a couple million generations. Alright? So, I want you guys to try to identify now what's going on in each picture. Which of these is occurring, and tell me why. Alright, what's going on here? Mutualism. And how do you know?
The bees don't harm the flowers.
They don't harm the
help
flower.
them.
Now this one obviously takes some prior knowledge to know that the bees are here to get the nectar from the flowers, and then the flowers end up getting the pollen on the bees just kind of by mistake. It gets spread, and that's how they reproduce. Right? So clearly unintentional, but very beneficial to both organisms involved. One gets fed, the other gets to reproduce. And those are essentially the two biggest driving factors in all of biology. Feed me, make babies. Any